Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to ozcastnetwork.com for details.
Hey everybody, it's Liam and Big Al from the Badcast. And this time we decided to get out of the studio and we're out in the wild. We're like wild dingoes and we're running. We're going to the pub.
We're on this road trip and we're almost there. We've only just ran the corner, to be honest.
Kind of lazy that we didn't actually walk, really.
But thanks for coming into the car. Not like that, but we've got lots of great things in the car. We've got
good stuff to look at. Now, what have we got here? What am I looking at here? This is some kind of...
I think that was actually supposed to be a phone holder.
Phone holder, mount.
A
suction cap driven one, by the looks of it, eh?
Never works. I've got a pair of
sunnies.
Yep,
okay.
And then I found at the servo.
There we go. I won't touch that. That's been in your ear. That's a that is a ear.
Oh, is that where you're supposed to put it?
You weren't supposed to dock it, Big Al. It's an audio accessory. What else have we got here? Oh, look down here, and we've got one of those car audio cassette adapters. So one of those, it looks like a cassette tape, but it's got a cable that's got, I guess it's an audio. Is that a USB? Oh no, it's a coax, a mini jack.
Yeah.
It's one of those types of cables. And
yeah, it's just so I can listen to the Badcast in a 1992 car. I can listen to some Badcast, but I don't have air conditioning.
We'll check back in with you guys when we get to the pub. So a bit of a disclaimer before we start this episode, guys. We actually are using a field recorder microphone. It's like a little audio recorder device. So we're not using the normal studio gear. We thought we'd just do something a bit different and just go to the pub. So, yeah. Hey, Big Al, cheers.
Cheers. It's the kind of field remote that you'd actually stab into your man boobs to try and get a conviction of your missus that you think's cheating. Exactly what I'm doing now. Liam quickly starts talking closer to my chest.
So it is nice to be here. Should we say where we are?
Yeah, good old Rex Hotel.
Great spot here in the western suburbs of Adelaide.
Yep.
Real soul-of-the-earth types hanging around here. You
Yeah.
get a few g'days as you walk in. Do you know what Rex means in Latin?
No.
King.
Oh, right.
There's some crazy pub names out there, though, isn't there?
How many Exeters are in Adelaide?
There's a lot of Exeters in Adelaide.
Yeah.
There was a nice old pub in Broken Hill called the Pig and Whistle. I have no idea what any of it means, but I love pub names.
Oh,
I love
right.
crazy pub names.
Is that just named after my who's, stuck in the ocean? So.
We are here live from the Rex Hotel. We haven't really... nobody's recognised us, Big Al.
No, I'm wearing glasses. You're wearing some weird hoodie with a fake moustache.
Yeah.
And to be honest, with that fake moustache, you look like Roma.
Thanks. Wispy.
Well, you've been to a place where, where people are just chilled out in Nimbin.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Nimbin, isn't it?
Nimbin, yeah. No, I had a bit of a holiday and... we're doing a bit of Byron Bay cruising and also went through the...
Nimbin.
Nimbin,
Why have a name where it's hard to,
really hard to say
when you've got a dry mouth?
Yeah, no, I totally... I might write him a letter.
Yeah.
It might take a while for him to get back, but
Everyone in that town has a dry mouth, let me just say. And... so they sell more lemonade than beer in that place.
Look, it's a strange little place. For those of you who don't know about Nimbin, it's a village. It's a tiny little town, and but it's probably the best known for in Australia. It's the place that people talk about in that respect.
Yes.
And yeah, I mean, it's pretty prevalent there. It's strange. There is actually a police station in this town, which is basically a main drag and a few off streets, and they drive up and down the street. It's going on all the time. It's not hard to see, but they just
right. It's not legal there, is it?
It's illegal like everywhere else in Australia.
Yeah, right.
But what they'll do is occasionally they'll they'll set up, in the evenings they'll set up like roadblocks because
Yep.
there's only kind of one road in and out of the town, so they'll just block everyone in. And so I guess if you're driving, you'll get done.
Or they come along if you're walking, they'll just lace the streets with Tim Tams.
Yeah, and then
then
they know which ones. They know which ones. But it's a crazy mix of people there. Like, you can really sit down and have a latte or a beer and just people watch there. There's lots of characters.
I love people watching.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
is my
yeah.
I'd have to say, like, I'm not a sports kind of person.
Yep.
But people watching is my number one sport.
Great stuff. Great stuff. Yeah, no, I had a good time there. People are friendly there and stuff.
Well, I had some time off, and when people go, "Hey, what are you doing?" "Oh, I'm going to Bali, going to Byron Bay. What are you doing for 3 weeks?" I decided to, for 3 weeks, try and drink my Heighton Budweiser.
Fucking goals.
So I'll have to put that up on the Badcast.
Wow, so you took a video of it, did you?
No, just a photo. So what it is, right? So my wife got attacked by this cat.
Can we talk about this? Or
Yeah,
is this
it's a bit sensitive, but yeah, she doesn't have to download. Anyway, but we'll give you the condensed version. And so, before I talk about the cat story, she's come out and I've positioned my phone up on top of the wardrobe to take like a timed photo of me hugging these cartons that have stacked up.
Nice.
And she's come out just like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm just like, hey, some people, try and pass safe, and others build a finger tower out of Budweiser.
Yeah, nice.
So we're looking after this cat, and it's so.
Just general pub noise, everybody.
Yeah,
Don't be afraid.
The supplementary numbers are 24 and 2. So, so we'll look after this cat, and then it just fucking went bunter on her, and found out it fucking cat AIDS.
Cat AIDS! It's, I've heard about this. So they can get their own type of AIDS.
Yeah, so just like, was it sharing needles?
Yeah,
It was just...
Did it fuck a lynx or something?
Yeah,
Like the wrong type of cat, that's how it happened? Or?
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
Because wasn't it with monkeys and stuff? That's how...
Yeah.
Oh,
was it gifted by another cat?
was it the cat gift? Oh.
Yeah, so it's just like... wifey didn't really have the best sense of humour. She was all cut up, there was blood everywhere, and I said, let's just hope, let's just hope your pussy doesn't catch it, right?
Which went down amazingly in the emergency ward.
Yes.
Have you ever been attacked by an animal before?
I always get the, they've never done that before.
Well, that's really out of character that he's
yeah.
mauling you and is continuing to do so as we speak.
But I've never, this wifey got severely attacked. Like, she's actually lost her feeling in her hand because it's...
oh, wow.
The bite went straight for her, like her thumb. And
wow. So they can really go when they want to.
And they are disgusting beasts.
Oh, cats are filthy, man.
Oh.
I mean, the thing about everyone always says, cats are so clean. They're only clean because they filth everything else up around them.
Yeah, you're totally right. Yeah, I love all kind of animals, But, I'm not a massive cat person, always a dog person.
Yeah, no, I hear that. I mean, I've had cats, I've had some nice ones, but they're hit and miss, man.
Yeah, you go to pat them 1 minute, and they're like, oh, yeah, next minute,
yeah, oh my God, yeah. I got actually bitten by... I was at a barbecue, and this, there was this dog called Floppy, and he was like a fucking one of those.
Just couldn't get it up.
Well, no, he was one of those droopy-faced looking dogs, like a hound, like the long ears, and the droopy eyes, and like a bloodhound. I don't know what type it is.
Boss Hog's dog.
Yeah, that kind of thing, right? Yeah. So, and his name was Floppy, right? And so I was at this barbecue and stuff, and I put my steak down next to me on the bench I was sitting on for too long. I went to grab it, and Floppy just went my arm. But he was really, really old. He was really old, right? Like, he was an oldest, I think it was just because he was senile, right, and he did it. And he just bit my arm, and I'm like, geez, he's put a few good puncture marks in my arm. So, I've gone for a bit of fucking... old Floppy's, so I've just tried to get a bit of Floppy spit out of my wounds with a bit of alcohol and stuff. And I'm like, geez, man. And the guy whose house it was, very apologetic. Same thing. Yeah. Wow, that's... Anyway, so I saw the dude
out of character
a while back and having a bit of a laugh about it. I go, how's Floppy, mate? He goes, he's dead. So I was like, oh.
Jeez, how poisonous is your blood?
Felt bad. Yeah. Cat AIDS, bro. Cat AIDS.
I've been bitten by birds and stuff. Like, you can pat the bird.
Have you been swooped by a...
Magpies, fucking minor birds. I fucking hate minor birds.
See, I hate them as well. Do they actually make... See, I've seen them, it's variable how aggressive they are.
Yeah.
Like the ones in my area will kind of swoop near you, but they won't come too close. But I've been to other places where they'll get you.
Yeah. I've had my hat pecked off.
Really?
Yeah, it was just like, and then I pick up the hat and it's just start swirling it around like some like, and then by this time you're nowhere near the tree and people are looking at you just going, he needs to go to like he's just.
You're just like swatting at the air and there's nothing there.
Yeah. It's like I'm just swatting the air with this hat like I've just won the fucking Ashes. Like it's I've just got a ton for Australia and I'm just like.
What about any other kinds of animals? What else has bitten you?
Yeah, I've been bitten by a couple of cockies.
Parrot bites. Yeah,
you just go, oh, you little fuck.
Yeah, budgerigars.
Yeah,
they'll bite you.
Cats. Been bitten by a friend's fucking rabbit.
I've never been bitten by a rabbit, I must say.
It's like. And they fucking hurt.
Really? Well, they can
chop
through a
fucking
carrot.
I got bit by a fucking horse. It almost ripped my fucking fingers off.
Really?
'Cause I was giving this horse carrot, and then it just kept riding up onto my fingers. So I moved my fingers to stop the carrot from rolling up. And then it just took the carrot and my fucking fingers, top of my fingers. It's like, and then he fucking bailed me up, and then like I tried to get out with his electrified fence. I was just crying. I was like, oh, no. Yeah, bloody Bichon Frise, which is like some little fucking right. I've been bit by that on the knee, and I always get a lot of the. Oh, they've never done that before. Yeah. Never have. It's like,
I got headbutted by a sheep once. It's quite powerful. It's more powerful than you expect.
Was it right in the thigh? Like,
yeah. Got me side on as well. He T-boned me. Yeah. Did I tell you that I used to sleep at work sometimes?
Did you really?
Yeah, when I worked at in the Manchester haberdashery and clothing, a shitty clothing store. I worked.
We just rest on a couple of shoulder pads.
Yeah, no. So remember, I told early on in the piece of the Badcast, I told everyone that I was a coat hanger boy.
Oh yeah, totally. That's
well, they had these big compactors. You know, these huge rolling compactors, and they would have like big piles of jeans and stuff on these huge shelves. It was a perfect bed, and so I would lock myself away and I'd just pull them closed and have all darkness, and no one would know where I was because I could have been down the bottom, like throwing away boxes or something. Yeah. So I just would sleep in there. I'd probably get an hour and a half at best of just sleep during a shift. Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
My dad used to work for the council. I won't mention which one, but he'd always just have a fucking kip in the truck.
Nice.
Yeah, it was like, what'd you do? I had a good couple of hours of Savo.
Yeah.
And finished some bitumen. It's like, fucking hell.
And we've just reconvened out here in the beer garden. We're just trying to get away from the background noise,
Oh, that's it. Hey, I did see something I haven't seen in ages. A payphone.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I know. I don't know. It's been a while since I've even been... Look, I've never been able to really fit into one, but phone booth. But I'd be fucked if I really needed to change into a superhero. Everyone would be fucked, right? Oh, where's Batman? Well, he couldn't get into his suit, could he? So the whole world's fucked, right?
I was thinking we've had quite a few good guests on lately, haven't we? Like, a mix of bigger comedians. We've had some open mic dudes.
Russell last week.
Funny guys as well,
Hey, funny thing about Russell, we were talking about Google, Google Home. That, hey Google.
Yeah,
he was listening to the Badcast, as a good man should, and set it off his fucking Google.
He heard his voice. Maybe that could help us one day in the wars
Yeah.
against the robots in the future.
Oh, so I'm just hoping it wasn't too bad. Like, so I don't know what we said when we talked about Hey Google. As long as it wasn't like, Hey Google, how many fingers could we shove up there? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, he's been reported on a bunch of government fucking listings and shit. Sorry about that, Russell. But thanks for coming on the show, mate.
yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, next time we'll do it straight from Yatla.
That's right. Yeah, check that
We'll visit,
episode out. It's called Robots,
Yes,
and you can
because he was a mechatronic engineer.
which is apparently one of the nerdiest types of engineers because they've got to kind of do a double engineering degree of some kind at the same time.
That's ridiculous.
It's a spicy meatball.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to cope.
All right, so we do this every once in a while.
Yeah.
We talk about who we think we should get on the show.
Well, hey, guess who is on my Christmas wish list to go see in January? He's here. The awesome Jimmy Carr.
Oh, really? Yeah, cool.
He's performing at Thebe Theatre in Adelaide.
There's zero chance he'll come on the podcast.
Yeah, zero. Like, we've got
we're not kidding ourselves here.
yeah. We've got more chance of Eddie Ift appearing back again.
Yeah, which is pretty slim.
Yeah.
Considering last time we got screamed at as we were
that's right.
exchanging pleasantries at the end of the episode. There's a pretty funny photo of that on the Badcast.
Yeah, and he's probably still stuck in his bingle bus somewhere.
Yeah, on the bingle bus hasn't been very roadworthy.
Is there a show that you're ashamed of getting into?
Oh, wow, great question.
Yeah, because we all had those secret moments that we just go, oh, fuck, I actually like that.
Yeah.
I kind of have watched maybe a couple of seasons of The Bachelor.
Really? See,
Bachelor, yeah, because
I can't stand that shit.
Yeah,
I can't stand it.
But and the other one that I used to love. I watched all the seasons. We don't have Beauty and the Geek.
Beauty and the Geek. I know of the show. Again, not for me.
I know. I was addicted. Even Sonia's going, "You're a fucking weirdo."
It's when they get these nerds and they're just like going for some hot chick. Do you reckon in the end that the hot chick actually stays with these nerds, or is it just a big fucking sham?
I reckon she probably gives them a and a footballer.
Until he comes out with his new app and live happily ever after in Silicon Valley.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, until he's actually made it as a full-fledged fucking nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else were we talking about?
Oh yeah, we're talking about people we should better get onto the show.
The show, yeah.
Yeah. Well, so we maybe need to do some celebrity stalking. Is there a chance that we can get a media pass or something?
For what?
Or just get on the, how do, if you've got a big major star, how they're doing, they'll come out and talk
some
to the
kind
media.
Of event. Yeah, we should try and sneak in somehow.
Yeah, wonder how we can get onto that. We can just kind of quickly go, hey, look, just pretend like we're from the press and go, hey, look, it's Liam from the Badcast. And go, oh, okay.
The Badcast?
Yeah. It's like the but good,
And we are basically the same thing, on a par, really.
Yeah, I reckon we should maybe try and do that, and then we get some famous people, and then instantly we can come along, even if it only goes for 30 seconds, we just go, hey, look, it's Big Al, Liam, and Jeffrey Rush, right?
It's never going to happen.
I went actually and saw, talk about famous people, I went and saw Alice Cooper.
Yeah, that sounded pretty awesome. How was the gig?
It was absolutely amazing. 69, mate, he is. 69.
And he doesn't look a day over. No, he does look old, but
I he's... not that I'm into blokes, but I don't think he's ever been the most... He doesn't... I have to say, he hasn't been... He doesn't... He's never looked like the most fucking handsome chap, has he?
No, he's... he's but he's a legit rock star. He's actually a smart guy as well, isn't he?
Mate, he's one of those clever rockers that have done it as a business.
Yeah. Sure.
This is, for the sex, drugs, rock and roll, and we'd probably do that to start with, don't we all? There's been many times I've just pretended I'm a fat roadie, right?
Show a bit of ass crack just to look really legit.
Do you reckon roadies just spend the whole day just sniffing band members' fingers?
It's...
It's like, oh, almost got there.
It's funny because we're here doing a podcast in a beer garden, but we're pretending to have like a normal talking conversation.
Yeah,
we're recording what
yeah.
we're doing, and it's kind of weird for us.
Because it's like we're having a conversation in the third person.
Yeah. What does Liam think about that? I asked myself. No, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
I had a date that turned into a stalker.
Really? What was his name?
Rowan Harry.
Rowan Harry.
Yeah, that was you know when people go, oh, it'd be great to have a stalker. It's not really. It's not really. But,
Really? Why not? Well, I would have thought, someone infatuated with you, giving you lots of attention, making you feel special.
Yeah. I was actually after all of those. But when you're stalking someone else, they really fucking blow your cover.
Yeah, right. Righto.
Because there's like a babushka doll of stalking. You're stalking someone else, they're stalking you, someone else is stalking them, like the police. You know what I mean? It's just like they just give up your game. It's just
Stalking
like
babushka doll.
Yeah.
Except the stalker gets smaller and creepier every time. It's,
Mum's here.
How you going, mate? No worries at all. As I said, we are here out in the wild, like wild dogs running free in a beer garden.
What's protecting us here?
There's sports on the screen.
I have to say, I do love what the Rex Hotel's done. It actually makes you feel like you're at the Adelaide Oval.
It does. What they've got is a huge wallpaper mural, and of Adelaide Oval's hill, the famous hill on Adelaide Oval.
Yeah, and if you get so drunk, you can just pretend you're taking the piss in Eddie's pocket.
Exactly right. That's right. So while you're having a durry, which you can't do on the hill, I might say,
that's right.
You can stand here having a durry, watching the cricket.
Yep.
Almost, if you you'd think you were there.
Yeah, lovely. So it's like a fantasy world.
Let's see if Big Al remembers to bleep that one out. We'll find out next episode.
Yeah, if I don't appear in the next episode, they've got me. Yeah. It's the intestines of once a lovely man.
Now, do you know, I just want to throw back. I went to a bit of a night. You were supposed to go. You didn't go.
Well, I texted you to find out what time it started.
Once it started, there was no going back.
Yeah,
there was no...
What time did it start?
All right, so everybody...
Was it early?
It started at 6. It had already started. Now, Big Al was
what did
invited,
I miss out on?
But we went to this event, right, which was a Cooper's Vintage Night. Now, Cooper's is a local beer here in Adelaide. Most Australian people would have seen it. Maybe overseas, some people may have seen it, but it's a big brewery here.
Yep.
But they have a particular line there called the Cooper's Vintage.
Oh, it's one of my faves.
Which is a magic beer. They put one out most years these days, and it's coveted amongst beer enthusiasts around.
An iced coffee one after 5-6 years.
Yeah, it's the kind of beer you'll take a carton of or a box of, and you'll slide it under your bed, and you'll just leave it there for a couple of years.
Yeah, it'd be like an old porno. You forgot you had it, and then it's like, it's delicious all over again.
Yep. It's got that that musty smell.
Yeah.
But what was I talking about again?
I missed this Cooper's night.
That's right. You know what?
At my favourite place, the Elephant Hotel as well.
Losses, has been brought on by this because Vintage is also a very highly alcoholic beer.
Yes.
And so they basically brought out one of their new lines we tried to start off with, but then we had a 2017 Vintage.
Ooh.
A 2014 Vintage.
Oh, lovely.
A 2009 Vintage.
Ooh.
And a 1999 Vintage.
Ooh.
Stored by one of the, senior guys in his own private collection.
Ooh.
Mate, you can't get this stuff.
Wow.
And we did try 1999, didn't we?
No, 2002.
2002.
But, Liam, got my hands on a couple of 1998s.
98.
Yeah, so I reckon next year we'll have a 20-year-old beer.
20-year-old beer.
Yeah.
Well, I think that was one of the first things as the Badcast got started. Back at Andy's apartment in Henley Beach.
Let's bring Andy back for the 1998 beer.
To drink a couple of vintages.
Yeah.
It did taste like rat shit, we're not going to lie to you. The beer was fucking awful.
Yeah, well, any beer that you have to put through a sieve first, it's never normally good, is it?
Not going to be
You know what I mean? Like if you cook something up, we've got to put it through a sieve first.
Yeah,
It's not normally meaning something. Oh, this is top shelf shit, isn't it? But,
Exactly.
But I also didn't. I didn't come along and put it in a cellar like the Coopers.
No, exactly. So it's been properly looked after, so that's pretty interesting. And it's actually fucking raining now in the beer garden.
Yeah, just in case you thought we were at a strip show.
Yeah, no, exactly. This is...
Jeez, and lightning.
There's
Fuck
fucking
hell.
lightning and rain. Maybe the gods of podcasting are telling us to fucking step away and fucking...
Step away from the mic.
Yeah.
Go get yourself pissed.
Yeah, party on.
Oh, yeah, party on, I meant.
Hey, Big Al, have you got any shows you want to plug?
Yeah, I've got...
Oh, shit. God does not want Big Al to plug his shows. He has foreboding.
He does
such
not want me
things.
to be a full-time comedian.
Quickly, before Jesus strikes us down.
Well, I've got a couple of gigs. I've got one for the Melbourne Cup that's coming up very soon.
Yep.
At the Tivoli Hotel.
Yep.
I've got a few. I've got Chris Franklin at Rhino Room.
Yep.
Coming up. And geez, it's bucketing down
It's bucketing
here.
down.
Lovely.
So-
I'm getting wetter than I don't know. My
Oh, that is lovely, lovely indeed, Big Al. Check out the AuscastNetwork.com. That's a great website if you like Aussie podcasts. Also, it's fucking hailing, man. It's hailing, dude. It's fucking hailing. If you like
It is
podcasts,
hailing.
no matter where you are in the world,
right me fucking eye.
go onto Facebook and check out the Adelaide Podcast Festival. Check that out. Give that page a like. We're going to get the fuck inside. This is getting dangerous, man. All right. We'll catch you guys next time. This has been the Badcast. Woo!
Help us buy more beers and sponsor us. Hit us up on Facebook, Twitter or badcast.com.au. The Badcast is part of the Auscast Podcast Network.
Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to AuscastNetwork.com for details.